Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Calm with Carlin, yoga and meditation for your everyday life. And welcome to day 6, our second to last day of the Yoga for Self-Love Challenge. Today our theme or intention is centered around growth. So when we talk about growing in our yoga practice, both on and off of our mats, we're talking about letting go of the outcome and falling in love with the process and the growth instead. So I want you to keep that in mind throughout class today. How can you grow? Instead of thinking about the outcome, think about the process of getting to there, that place where you want to be, and just letting it be a journey. So we are going to start in Shavasana today, lying on our backs. I'll see you there when you're ready. Take up lots of space on the mat. Let the legs and the arms go out long. Palms can face up for acceptance or down for grounding. Usually when I sequence a class and I start with Shavasana, that means that it will be followed by core, but I promise no core. Just starting in Shavasana to find this restful place. And you can call to mind an affirmation. I am. Just as you lie here with your natural breath, repeat that affirmation either quietly or in your head. Whenever the mind starts to wander, just gently guide it back to that statement, I am worthy of my goals. If another affirmation or word better suits the idea of growth for you, of course you can call that to mind instead. Just focusing on something that can keep us present and positive in this moment. And gently let go of the affirmation. Come back to your breath. And when you're ready, hug the knees into the chest. And slowly start to rock up and down the length of the mat, making your rocks a little bit bigger each time until you eventually rock all the way up and into a tabletop position, stacking your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips, warming up the spine with some cat-cows. On the inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, maybe take the hips side to side. And on the exhale, round through the spine. Keep moving just like that with your breath, just a couple rounds. One more round wherever you are, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, and then tucking the chin, rounding the spine, and coming back to a neutral tabletop position. We'll find a bird dog from here. Take the left leg long behind you and the right arm long in front of you. Lift that leg up to hip height, flexing through the feet. Take an inhale to grow nice and long through the fingers and the toes. And on your exhale, tap elbow to knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen nice and long. Exhale, tap elbow to knee. One more time, inhale, lift and lengthen. Last time that we crunch in elbow to knee. Lengthen one more time, and then bring the left knee down. Reach the right fingertips up to the sky. Open up, and then thread that right arm underneath the left, coming down to the right shoulder and walking the left fingertips out in front of you for a thread the needle. Keep pulling the left hip back and the right hip forward, keeping the hips square as you open up through the shoulders and find this gentle twist. Last breath on this side. If you walked that left hand out, bring it back underneath the shoulder, press into the left palm, reach the right fingertips up to the sky one more time, and then plant the right hand on the ground, and we'll take that on the other side. This time the right foot steps back, the left arm reaches out long, lift that right foot up to hip height, take an inhale, lengthen everything long, and an exhale, crunch the elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap elbow to knee. Curling yourself up into a tiny ball. Last time, inhale. Last time you exhale to crunch. Inhale to go out one more time. And then bring that right knee down. Lift the left arm up, finding that nice open twist. And then threading the left arm underneath the right. And taking the right hand long in front of you. I'm lacking space on this side, so it's fine to just bring your left hand up to your right shoulder blade. And keeping both of the hips square down to the ground as you gently twist and open through the shoulders. Take one more inhale. Stay for your exhale, and then walk the right hand back underneath the right shoulder, press into the right palm, and lift the left fingertips up to the sky. Beautiful. And then slowly walk towards the long edge of the mat, and we'll find a little inner thigh stretch here. Step the right foot long towards the top of the mat with all four corners of the foot. Walk the hands out in front of you and sink the hips back towards that left heel, really stretching out that right inner thigh. Just taking a breath or two here, focusing on the length in the right leg. And the length in the arms as well as they reach forward. Lots of length when we think about growth. And then inhale to come back up. Take the right knee in. Send the left leg out long towards the back of the mat. All four corners pressed down. Walk your hands out and send your hips back towards your right heel. I was wondering what that body part was for a second. Breathing here, stretching through the left inner thigh, finding that length growing through that left leg and through those arms as you reach forward. And then when you're ready, you'll come back to your tabletop position and we'll come to standing at the top of the mat. I'm going to face this direction. We'll find a breathing exercise to get started. So this is called the breath of joy, and it's an energizing breath. So it's a 3-part inhale. You're breathing in 1/3, 2/3, 3/3 all the way, and then a strong exhale with a sound. So it's one inhale that's broken into 3 parts, and then one long exhale. And there's arm movements that go with it. So it's inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. So we're going to put that together, lifting up your arms in front of you on the first part of the inhale, lifting your arms to the side on the second part of the inhale, and then lifting the arms all the way up on the third part of the inhale and take them down with a little bit of force on the last part of the exhale. So we'll do that for a couple rounds. Start by taking a nice cleansing breath. Exhale out the mouth, let all the air go, and begin. Last round. Beautiful. Go to the top of the mat if you're not already there. Take an inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky, grow tall, and on your exhale, fold forward. From this forward fold, lift up halfway, and on your exhale, lower down one more time, finding that forward fold. And from here, slowly roll all the way up to standing. No vinyasas in this class, so we're going to keep the right foot forward and just step it right back to a warrior one on the right side. Ooh, so the left toes face the top left corner of the mat. The right knee bends to 90 degrees, both of the hips square forward, and the fingertips reach up to the sky. Focus on the length in the left leg, the length in the fingertips. As you reach up, you're continuing to relax your shoulders down. Make this nice and easy here as you find your breath. And the more you press into the pinky edge side of that left foot, the more you'll feel this in the back of your left leg. It's a great stretch. Take one more inhale here, and then exhale, bring your hands to your hips, straighten both of the legs, and slowly start to hinge forward, finding a pyramid pose. So now we've got length in both of the legs. You can find a micro bend in the right knee. The fingertips frame the right foot, bend the right knee as much as you need to in order to do that. And then focus on length in the spine as well. So instead of crunching and folding down, think about taking your nose towards your big toe. And the more you focus on that, even though you don't move a ton, you're really activating the back of that right leg and you're feeling that stretch really nicely. And from here, we're going to take this into a twist. I like to widen my stance, makes this a little bit easier. But you're going to take your left hand towards your right foot. Start by taking your right hand to your wrist, and then maybe you take your right fingertips up to the sky. Right knee can be as bent as you need it to be here in order to make this twist happen, but really focus on pulling that right hip back. You'll feel this in your right IT band. We're just here for 2 more breaths. And then slowly come back down, framing the right foot with the hands, and then stepping the left foot forward, inhaling to lift up halfway, exhaling to fold, and inhale, come all the way up to standing. And we'll take that on the other side now. So step the right foot back and find that warrior one on the left side, bending the right knee. Find your breath, find that length in the right leg. Relax the shoulders as you reach the fingertips high. And then from here, bring your hands to your hips, straighten through both of the legs, and start to hinge forward as you keep both of the legs long, taking the fingertips to frame the left foot. Remember, you can bend the left knee as much as you need to in order to get the fingertips down to the ground. Again, focus on growth, focus on length in the spine as you take the nose towards the big toe. It's not really going to move a lot. It's really hard to get your nose to your big toe. But the more you energetically think about that movement, the more you'll find length in the back of the left leg. And from here, we'll take that to this twist, widening out your stance, and then taking the right hand to the outside of the left foot, even if it's just fingertips. Left hand starts by going to the left hip, and if it's accessible, you can reach that left hand up. Remember, this left knee can be as bent as you need it to be. You'll really feel this intensely in the outer left leg, your IT band. This is excellent for runners. If you are a runner, this might be super tight though. Just breathe through it for 2 more. And then when you're ready, bring both of the hands to frame the left foot, and we'll come all the way onto our backs. Short and sweet with our standing postures, and we'll meet on our backs for a shoulder stand. And from here, lift the legs up to the sky, come onto your shoulders, lift the hips. Take your hands behind your back, fingertips facing up. And just focus on keeping your legs straight up to the sky. Your weight is in your shoulders. Legs are nice and long. Tailbone is tucked. You might start to walk more of the torso off of the mat. We're not here for long. Just another breath or two. Maybe you play with flexing and extending the toes. And then when you're ready, slowly start to bend the knees and come all the way back down. Keeping your right knee hugging into the chest and the left leg out long, and gently bring your bent right knee over your long left leg, facing your right shoulder, finding a nice twist. As you inhale in your twist, picture your spine growing long. And as you exhale, picture yourself twisting just a little bit deeper. And take an inhale, come back to center, and we'll switch out the legs. Send the right leg out long. Hug the left knee into the chest. Nice big squeeze. And then gently drag that bent left knee over your long right leg. Make a little bit more space for myself here. And your gaze comes over your left shoulder. Maybe your eyes are closed. Breathing through this. Same visualization with each inhale. Your spine grows longer, and with each exhale, you twist a little bit deeper. And when you're ready, slowly release. Take both of the legs out long. Take the arms out long. And find your Shavasana, your final resting pose. If it would feel good, maybe a full circle moment, you can come back to that affirmation, that mantra, I'm worthy of my goals. Maybe it would feel nice to even just let go of the mantra and just be here with your breath, with your natural breath. No need to breathe in any special type of way. No need to be anything except exactly as you are right here. When you're ready to come out of your Shavasana, you'll find length in the body by extending the toes, pointing them forward, reaching the fingertips long behind you, growing nice and tall with the body, taking a big breath in and a long breath out, and then rolling on to your left side, finding the fetal position just to transition. And then coming up to your comfortable seat, taking one final breath to close out our practice, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I will see you back here tomorrow for our 7th and final day of the Yoga for Self-Love Challenge. Namaste.